Hi guys, welcome to this video, and in this video I'll be making this my second PC a server, or you can say a NAS, using TrueNAS. And this is the second PC that I got from my cousin. He recently built a new rig, so he gave me his old one. It has a GT 610, i5 8400, and a 16 gig stick, the 240 gig SSD, and a 500 gig hard drive. And I have also installed a 120 gig Kingston SSD that was lying around. The WD 240 gig SSD has currently Windows loaded up in it, and we'll just open the case and we'll put the second SSD, the 120 gig SSD, and load up TrueNAS in it. So I've opened the back and the front panel, and as you can see, here are the components that I mentioned earlier, and this is the blue SATA cable that is going to the SSD, the second SSD that will be running the TrueNAS. I have opened the back panel also. It is currently like this because there is no mounting plate or something, and it doesn't really matter because it is a SSD. It doesn't have any moving parts, unlike the hard drive that is properly mounted in it is like a sliding case that comes out. So I'll just be pushing it in there and closing the panel. So I formatted the old drive, and the C drive is the main drive, the WD one. It has 240 GB of storage in it, and this is the main mass storage drive, that is 500 gigs. So we'll use this pen drive. This is the 32 gig pen drive, and we'll load up the ISO, the TrueNAS ISO, in this pen drive, and then we'll put this in the spare PC, and then we'll load up the TrueNAS. So this is the TrueNAS official page, and we'll be downloading the TrueNAS scale. So this is a version that contains all the features like virtualization and shit. So the ISO is now downloaded. It was about 1.7 GB, and we'll be using a tool called Balena Etcher to burn it into our pen drive. So we'll just open that. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes. I'll turn it on, and then maybe I'll press the F1 key repeatedly to go into the boot menu. So the F1 key, F11, sorry. Yeah, here is the boot menu. So we'll just select the drive. This is the drive. And yeah, here is the installation. So here we'll select the install/upgrade, and we'll select our drive. So WD green is the main my Windows drive, and I select this Kingston one. So we'll use the spacebar to select the main drive. Now drive is selected, we can click on enter. So now the installation is done. So now I have removed the installation media, and now I'll just reboot it, and the Windows drive is also connected. So we'll just again go into the boot menu and select the Kingston drive. It says TrueNAS Kingston, and we'll just enter into this. So now we can see the installation is done, and it is showing this enter an option. So we'll just leave it like this, and we'll go into the main machine and enter the server address, and we'll just log in. So the default username will be TrueNAS admin, and I have entered the password. Now we'll just log in. So now we are in the dashboard, and by the way, this is my main PC, and the server is still running up there. And now I have opened this domain in my main PC. Not safe. And now here are all the stats: the memory, the CPU, temperature per core, and all this information. We can obviously configure it. If you want to delete a window or edit a window, we can do that by the icons up here. So we'll just cancel that. So now we'll create a pool. First we'll go to storage, and now go to create a pool, and first we'll name, so we'll just name it pool for now. So for today I'll use the Stripe layout because it requires only one hard drive, and I have only one 500 gig hard drive for my mass storage. So I'll be using Stripe, and in other layouts you can see you'll need more than one drive. So like the most commonly used is mirror, and it says here the data is identical in each drive. A mirror requires at least two disks, provide the most redundancy, and has the least capacity. So for now we'll go with the Stripe, and we'll go with a hard drive, the 265 gig one, and automatic disk selection. Okay, we'll click on next. Stuck at about 95%. Yeah, it is done. So use unused disk, that is the my Windows disk, and this disk is being used. You can see 450 gigs. So now we'll add a data set, and first in name I'll write my underscore data set, and data set preset. I'll select this SMB. Now we'll save. Now it's adding data set. Start SMB server is currently not running. Yeah, we'll start the server. SMB server is running now, and you can see my data set is now created. Now we'll add a user, so we can use the NAS, and I'll add the user Pranay. Username is Pranay, and now I'll enter the password. So now I've entered the password, and we'll go down and we'll leave all as it is, and now we'll click save, and now we have created a user. So now after creating a user, we'll go to datasets, and now we'll go to my dataset, and we'll go to permissions, edit it, and now access control entry, select user, and now here is me, and permission will allow full control. We'll save the access control list, and now I have the full control. Now we'll check if it is showing up in the file manager. We'll go to network, and yeah, it is showing up TrueNAS, and if we enter the username and password, it will take us there. If in your case it is not showing, you can just type here / two times the IP of your TrueNAS, and / again, then my dataset here again, then it will take you to your TrueNAS folders. So if we try to drag and drop a file to the dataset, here the file is now in the dataset, and we can access it. So now I'll try to access the server from my mobile phone, and this is Android, so I'll use a application explore file manager, and I'll just open it. I've already downloaded it, and now we'll select LAN, and we'll add server. I recently added this file from my computer, and now I can access it on my phone. So here we have successfully connected the server with our mobile phone.